What's up, everyone? Joe with ECRM here in our pet session in Florida, and with me is Marcy from Marcy's Pet Kitchen.
Hello.
She's a new vendor here, and we're going to talk a little bit about her first-time experience and her line of healthy pet treats. So thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the ECRM family.
I know. They are so kind. Everyone is so kind.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah.
And you have a really good story, origin story as to why you started the brand. So can you give us a little background on the company?
So this company, Marcy's Pet Kitchen, was born out of the frustration that I could not find treats that were hypoallergenic truly and were not like $20 basically for a 5-ounce bag. And so I started this basically to bridge the gap between treats that are not so great for dogs and treats that are super healthy but have tendencies to have high allergens in them. So there's always these dogs, they have a tendency to be triggered. It could be anything. It could be chicken, it could be soy, it could be corn. So I set out on a mission to create treats that are super healthy, all natural. They're actually vegan biscuits. And at the same time, they're hypoallergenic, they're low glycemic, so they're diabetic friendly. They're also wonderful for dogs with super sensitive stomachs. And again, like for dogs with allergies and limited diet, restricted diet, it's a really great product, and you can actually pronounce the ingredients.
Well, you know what's interesting?
With no preservatives.
What's interesting is you bring up the fact, we have this concept of the humanization of pets, right? And we're giving them like the clothing we wear and things like that. But they're also starting to suffer from the ailments that we suffer from.
True.
They're getting obese, they're allergic to everything and sensitive stomachs.
Exactly.
So, but the same way that a lot of people with their food are leaning towards more natural, simple ingredients. So it seems you're doing the same thing.
Yes, absolutely. The humanization of dogs completely, and pets in general, absolutely. And these treats, they're just wonderful. And they're also, since I said they were low glycemic, we refused. I remember in the very beginning, I was thinking of some kind of molasses that might work with it, right? So I was like, there's got to be a sugar-free one because, again, we want it low glycemic so we can hit the underserved market of pet parents that have diabetic dogs, that have issues and are pulling their hair out because they're going to the vet more with ear infections and yeast issues. So this is definitely a great product. We avoid the gluten, obviously animal byproducts, which you already know, additives, preservatives, GMO, dairy, soy, corn, and we're dye-free and artificial.
Wow, so really clean, clean.
Yeah, really clean.
Yeah, so take us through the products. We have a few of them here, and I'll hold this one. The packaging is beautiful, by the way, which she designed it herself.
Okay, so to be honest, I was a creative director I worked my way up from graphic design to creative direction up in New York for a very long time. So I knew what my brand wanted to be. I knew with the packaging that I wanted it fun, yet approachable, and not taken so scientifically seriously, but at the same time be educational and all natural. So yes.
Gotcha. So walk us through the products that you have.
Okay, so we have the pumpkin. This is the 5-ounce bag. It smells amazing. You can open it if you want to. You can even eat them.
This is perfect for now, right? October.
Yes,
right?
even my son eats them when I used to make them. But and here we have the veggie, which is the peas and carrots. And we upcycle our apples, which is wonderful. So we're partially sustainable if you look at it that way. This is the peanut 5-ounce. And we even have on the goes, which is amazing for the pet parents that are always on the move with their pups for adventures big and small and everywhere in between.
and talk a little bit about the design, because what I really like about the design, so the colors are great, the way the fonts and the way this, I don't know the names of the fonts, but like the handwriting style font that's over here with the call outs.
Super wanted. I didn't want a window in the bag because that can lead to obviously product disruption, the quality of it. So I have the here and then I have the arrows. So it's fun, it's low glycemic, it has all these little pointers. And then on the back is the same thing. So what I like to do is I keep the vibrant colors coordinated to the actual ingredients, and I wanted it fun, approachable, not super serious. So when people go up to it, it's not only do you see the fun patterns of the pumpkin, of the veggie, of everything like that. But again, it's approachable and it's still somewhat educational, which we are huge on in our marketing efforts, like educating pet parents and absolutely.
Okay, so and that's important, right? Especially
it's
if
very
you have a new pet or
important.
if the pet just started getting allergies or something. They want to know where to go for the information.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
That's really cool. I really like these. They'll stand out on the shelf. So
for sure, and these are a lovely grab and go.
yeah, well, I like this because
they have 8 to 10 treats in them.
Normally, what people do is they'll take treats out, put it in a little plastic bag or something, but
and
here and there
cute,
they're
and you can
sealable.
reseal it. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, I can just throw them in my back pocket or
they
something.
fit perfectly.
So yeah. So how were your meetings? How were the response?
Oh my God, the meetings were phenomenal and the response was amazing. And obviously follow through, which people forget, is the hugest, biggest deal. Because when you have a good rapport with someone, relationship, you don't just, it's not see you later, goodbye, nice meeting you. You need to follow up, and a lot of people do forget that. But it was amazing. And that, the attraction to the product, was wonderful, and people can tell your passion.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
When you go in there, don't be nervous. It's one of those things where, well, everyone's going to get a little nervous, but you just be yourself, because that's the reason you got to this point. So you might as well stick with it because it works. And when you're transparent and genuine, people truly know that.
Yeah, I think you bring up a good point because you want to practice, you want to know exactly what you're going to hit. And this is something I talked to a couple of people that have had a lot of success, a lot of experience with us. They say, have your structure, like have the points that you want to talk about.
Yes.
But don't be locked into the order because you may end up starting the conversation in the middle.
Exactly.
Or on
and can I be
either end.
fully honest with you?
Of course.
And you guys out there, everyone tells you to practice your pitches. To be honest, I didn't. I did the major points because I don't want to saturate people and overload them with so much information that they walk away like, what just happened? But I did not practice my pitch. But like I said, if someone interrupts you and you did practice it, you lose your momentum. You're like, where was I? You know what I mean? And there shouldn't be a script. It should just be those points, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's more natural, much more natural.
Exactly.
So, what do you have coming down the pike? I know you're doing some R&D.
We have some
you don't want to
R&D
give away
stuff.
too much.
Yeah.
But,
They're very unique products. They will be, one of them is a specialized jerky. We'll just put it that way. We have some kibbles and toppers. And yes, we are utilizing meat for our further ones as well. But people may say, like, why are you doing vegan and why are you doing meat? But the truth of the matter is our mission is to bridge the gap. So if we can offer for the 1% of diabetic dogs and such that don't have many options, pet parents are just happy with that.
Yeah.
So if we do like a portion jerky of sort and we did the vegan, and we kind of like hit everyone's taste buds a little bit. We're not trying to be everything to everyone. We're trying to stick to sensitive tummies, major allergies, restricted diets, even overweight dogs. These treats are only 5 to 7 calories per treat. So, it's a very thought out plan,
awesome.
and
Well, it's
purposeful
good.
mission.
Yeah, and you're addressing a specific market of people. You're giving them options they normally wouldn't have.
Exactly. So I mean, even healthy pups can have them. Like I was telling you too, like the diabetic. Oh, I'm sorry, not the diabetic. You don't have to be diabetic or overweight or anything to be able to eat the Mediterranean diet. It's super healthy. So that's the way these treats are. You don't have to have, insulin issues. You don't have to be, hyperallergenic. It's just a wonderful
for everybody,
treat.
But they can have it too.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us.
problem.
And we'll stay in touch. I look forward to seeing how your follow-ups go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.